For over 150 years, Freedom Day, also known as Juneteenth, has been celebrated by African Americans, commemorating the day when Union troops landed in Galveston, Texas, to inform citizens that all enslaved people were finally free. Sadly, Juneteenth was not formally recognized or celebrated in Garner until June 7, 2021, when Mayor Ken Marshburn issued a proclamation stating, whereas President Abraham Lincoln signed the Emancipation Proclamation on January 1, 1863, declaring enslaved people in Confederate-controlled territory free and paving the way for passage of the 13th Amendment, which formally abolished slavery in the United States.
Shall be then, thenceforward, and forever free.
And whereas enforcement of the Emancipation Proclamation was delayed by up to almost 2.5 years in some Confederate territory, and by more than 2 years in the area that would become Garner. And whereas
on June 19, 1865, Union Major General Gordon Granger read to the people of Galveston, Texas, General Order Number 3, which stated, and I quote, "The people of Texas are informed that in accordance with a proclamation from the Executive of the United States, all slaves are free."
This involves an absolute equality of personal rights and rights of property between former masters and slaves.
And whereas June 19th thus has acquired special meaning and is called Juneteenth, combining the words June and 19th, and has been celebrated as
Freedom Day by many African Americans for over 150 years. And whereas in Wake County, there were more than 10,000 enslaved people,
nearly 2/5 of the county's population, which was recorded in the 1860 census, and whereas
these citizens contributed greatly to the prosperity and development of the area that would become Garner,
both during their enslavement
and after they were freed. And whereas, like enslaved African Americans in Texas, enslaved people in Wake County,
including in the area that would become Garner, were not liberated until after Confederate General Robert E. Lee's surrender
to Union troops in Appomattox, Virginia, which occurred in April 1865. And whereas
the creation of a Garner Juneteenth Committee was authorized by this town council to raise awareness about
Juneteenth and about other relevant information that places Juneteenth in historical context. And whereas the United States celebrates its freedom from tyranny on July 4th, 1776.
But we acknowledge that not all Americans were free on that day. Therefore, Juneteenth should be celebrated alongside July 4th Independence Day,
and not in lieu of it. Now,
therefore,
I, Ken Marshburn, Mayor of the town of Garner, do hereby proclaim June 19, 2021 as Juneteenth Freedom Day.
Freedom Day.
Freedom Day.
As Juneteenth Freedom Day.